What's going on, guys? Riley and I, we're going fishing today. It's warm and nice and it's springtime and the boat's hooked up and we're gonna go fishing. Hopefully, I already put the stuff in the car. Hopefully we catch a few. I'm gonna say I'm gonna go fishing for bass, but I know I'm probably gonna see schools of crappie and go fishing for crappie. So we'll see what happens, but we're just gonna go to a little local pond. I actually went there yesterday with my dad and caught some. It was really windy. There's no wind today and it's really nice. It just got done raining and hopefully we catch a few. So tag along, let's see if we can't get into anything. Whew, all right. First spot, water is a whole 10 degrees warmer than it was yesterday. Not 10 degrees, sorry, 7 degrees warmer. It's 55 out here, which is crazy. That is absolutely bonkers, but it was warm yesterday. Apparently the rain we got last night was warm. We're gonna start where we caught some fish yesterday and saw them. I've got a 1/8 ounce due to yesterday's wind. I have an 1/8 ounce on a bobby, well, more or less a bobby garland, just a stinger shad. I don't remember it, but I pretty well throw this color 95% of the time. I don't know, it just looks like a good bait fish. Imitator. We're gonna go down this bank here and see if there isn't any fish up shallow. I think they're gonna start moving up in their spawning spots. Crappie this time of year will either be, they probably won't be out with the water this warm. Won't be out on these main points here like they have been. They'll probably be up a little closer to the bank and the backs of these points. There are a few fish out here. Oh, there's some fish right there. Looks like a ball of shad. Let's see if we can't swindle one. Maybe it's not shad. Maybe it is crappie. Oh, got bit. Oh, definitely bluegill. Definitely bluegill. Just kind of the way they're hitting, a little bit lethargic and tap instead of a thump. But nonetheless, good to see some action. Jig's lining up right with them. There it is. The bass. Ooh, fish landing violation. Very opaque bass, or white, almost no color. But it's a fish nonetheless. We're on the board. It is a little crappie. Just a little guy, and I need to be 10 inches here. So we're gonna throw that one back. That may be a better one. Saw him on live scope. He's a little better. Bigger, but not what we're looking for. Three in a row. All more or less the same size though. I know there's bigger ones in here. Just gotta find them. Ooh, how did I miss that? Yeah, that one got it. Oh, that's a decent one. Two in a row. Getting all the hooks. It's a good sign. It's a good sign when they get both the front and the back hooks. Can't tell if that's a fish or a turtle going under there, but not a bad little guy. Ooh. Is that three in a row? Three in a row. That guy is probably gonna die. So we're probably gonna keep this one and get a whole bunch of people angry on the internet, but he is not gonna make it. And before people are like, oh my god, that's too small, this lake is more or less a private lake, and not more or less, it is a private lake. Wow, that's either a bunch of carp or something crazy right there. Gotta be carp. But private lake, more or less, and it's got its own rules and regulations. You're allowed to keep 10 of those. Ooh, is that a crappie? It's not. It's a stud bluegill. How big do they have to bluegill have to be in this lake? Look at that. Good looking bluegill. Wasn't it like 8 inches or something? I think that sounds right.
Over 8.
That's exactly 8. So he's going back. Oh yeah. Come here, big boy. That's a crappie, if I've ever felt one. And he's large and in charge. Whew, no, come back. I need to back away from the spot, but look at that boy right there. It's a good eater crappie. Ooh, woo. I don't know what this is, but it's taking drag. That's incredible. Hey Riley, get the net. He's way over there.
I mean, I know he isn't over here.
Oh, he's underneath the boat. Don't go into the trolling motor. Now he's back out there. What is this thing? Oh, it's a bass, I think. Oh yeah. Oh, it's a hybrid. There you go. Large, that's what these things are. On 6 pound, ooh, on 6 pound test. He's gonna come for a boat ride, but that's what happens right there. What happens when you catch a hybrid on it. After a semi-quick retie, we're back fishing. I downsized my jig size on the other pole as well, so now we're rocking with 1/16 of an ounce jig heads on both crappie rods. Ooh, just got smoked. There's something. Be a crappie. Oh, it is a crappie. It's a really nice one. Woo! These fish yesterday were staged up in the middle of this. Oh yeah, keeper. Staged up in the middle of this finger. Today they're a little bit further back and actually closer to shore. So just in that short amount of time with the, you know, it's 4 degrees warmer back here at least. So, I mean, that's what they're looking for. Ooh, yeah. Oh, it's a bass. Still fun. But the most important thing is that was, I don't know if that was the first or second fish on this, but it's definitely the first fish on a 16th ounce jig head on this long pole. And that did not take very long. If you're not catching fish, do not be afraid to change up. Weights, presentation, the whole 9 yards. That one's just being passive off to the side, which I like to do that when I can. This is a lake where you can do that. Some lakes doesn't exactly work all that great. I still do it anyway, just to have an extra rod in the water, but you never know, I guess. Oh. Oh. Whew. Hook came out of that one and went straight into my finger. Luckily it didn't go too far. Yeah, it'll be all right. Didn't go past the barb, so I'll be okay. Oh. Oh. Whew. Hook came out of that one and went straight into my finger. Luckily it didn't go too far. Yeah, it'll be all right. Didn't go past the barb, so I'll be okay. But that just confirms they are bass. And take this off. put one of the custom baits I made. See if we can catch any on this color. We didn't catch any on this color last time, but today's a different day. There's an up close look at it. Brown, not really sure what I was going for, but that's it. Carved out of, sorry, looking at the turtle. Carved out of red cypress, something like that. And hopefully it dives. It dives roughly 4 to 6 foot when it wants to dive. Right now it's not wanting to dive. Not really too sure what's going on with it. May have been stepped on. It's a possibility. Oh yeah. Yup. On the custom, on my lures. Ooh. He got both hooks as well. I just missed one. We're coming through some fish. But he got the front hook and the back hook. That's always a good sign. It's always real nice and satisfying too when it's your lure. We've had a great day today. We've caught quite a few fish. Let's get the pliers out. We've got enough for a fish dinner for later in the week, where we are making, what are we making? Sauteed with orzo and Brussels sprouts. Never had it before, but figured why not. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for today's video. Apologize, it's raining outside and I forgot to do an outro for the video. So anyway, we finished up with a bunch of fish today. Caught a bunch of bass, caught a few on my hand carved lure, my jobbers there. Caught them all on crankbaits. They're hanging around anything shallower than 6-7 foot. There were some in 8, but most of it was shallow, which is good. It warmed up 4 degrees since yesterday in that finger that I was fishing in, and then on the main lake it actually jumped up, what was that, 9-10 degrees almost, which is absolutely crazy. The reason why it wasn't warmer back in the fingers because it's protected from the wind. But anyway, it was 51 or 2 degrees way back there. That's when the crappie started to like to move up. They really hit the spawn hard at 55 degrees in the water. I actually think 60 is a little bit better than 55. That's when the big females, I think, move up. And you can really have a fun day. Caught a lot of bass, a lot of small bass. Caught a hybrid, first hybrid I've caught out of that lake. Caught it on a crappie jig. Hopefully I got pretty good footage of that. It really messed up my lure, but you know, good fun. Riley netted it for me, so I'm glad she was along. But hopefully you guys learned something, enjoyed it a little bit, and I appreciate you clicking on this one. Hopefully you click on another one. Catch you next time.